Good day, my scholars. Welcome to my school channel. My name is Alexandra, and we'll be tackling government past question for the year 2018. Don't go anywhere, stay with us because we'll be right back. Welcome back to my school channel. We'll be tackling question 41 to 64. Now let's begin with question 41. The British government revoked the charter of the Royal Niger Company and took over the administration of Nigeria in which year? Option A, 1861, option B, 1900, option C, 1886, option D, 1914. The answer to this question is 1900. The Royal Niger Company was founded by George Goldie, and history has it that a war broke out between the company and some Nigerian chiefs. So because of the outbreak of war, British government intervened, bought the company, and then took over the country, Nigeria, and that is how Nigeria came into being. Okay, so option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 42. The fundamental rights of citizens include rights to dash. Option A, free education, employment, and freedom of thought. Option B, life, speech, and association. Option C, life, liberty, and property. Option D, association, property, and social security. The answer to this question is option B, life, speech, and association. Although this question seems controversial, but the reason why option B seems to be the most justifiable answer to this question is because free education is not accepted as a fundamental right in all countries. Okay, as well as property is not accepted as a fundamental right in all countries. So, but option B is a fundamental right in all countries. So option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 43. Which of the following is a founding member of OPEC? Option A, Nigeria. Option B, Indonesia. Option C, Venezuela. Option D, Algeria. The answer to this question is option C, Venezuela. There are 5 founding members of OPEC, that is Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. We have Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. Option C, therefore, is the correct answer to this question. Question 44. A major feature of the pre-colonial Igbo political system was that dash. Option A, it was autocratic. Option B, it was based on customs and traditions. Option C, it was theocratic. Option D, power was effectively decentralized. The answer to this question is option D. Okay, decentralized here means power was shared. Okay, so we had each family held an afford title, and all of it put together formed the Council of Elders. Okay, so option D is the correct answer to this question. Question 45. Which of the following spearheaded the transformation of the Organization of African Unity into the African Union? Option A, Thabo Mbeki. Option B, Kwame Nkrumah. Option C, Abbas Macaulay. Option D, Uhuru Kenyatta. The answer to this question is option A, Thabo Mbeki. Okay, so this organization, African Union, was launched on the 9th of July 2002 by its first chairperson in person of Thabo Mbeki, who is a South African also. So option A is the correct answer to this question. Question 46. All of the following are examples of public cooperation in Nigeria except option A, Joint Admission and Matriculation Board. Option B, Nigeria Steel Development Authority. Option C, Zenith Bank PLC. Option D, Nigeria Railway Corporation. The answer to this question is option C, Zenith Bank PLC. Zenith Bank PLC is a private company. It's not a public corporation. The other options are all public corporations except option C. Option C, therefore, is the correct answer to this question. Question 47. The role of an alkali under the Hausa Fulani political system is primarily to dash. Option A, adjudicate under Islamic laws. Option B, make Islamic laws. Option C, execute Islamic laws. Option D, make treaties under Islamic laws. The answer to this question is option A, adjudicate under Islamic laws. Okay, so the alkali acts as judge, administering the laws okay, under Sharia law. Adjudicate here means to judge a case. So option A is the correct answer to this question. Question 48. Capitalism is an economic system which emphasizes dash. Option A, communism. Option B, collectivism. Option C, individualism. Option D, internationalism. The answer to this question is individualism. Okay, so when we talk about capitalism, we're looking at a political or economic system in which the country's trade is controlled by a private individual. Okay, so option C is the correct answer to this question. Question 49. A government controlled by a few people for their own interest is said to be dash. Option A, autocracy. Option B, a tyranny. Option C, oligarchy. Option D, monarchy. The answer to this question is oligarchy. Oligarchy is a system of governments in which power is placed in the hands of the few. When we talk about autocracy, autocracy is one with absolute power, one person. Tyranny means an oppressive government. Monarchy is a king or queen rulership rather. So option C is the correct answer to this question. Don't forget to take practice questions with our simulated JAMB CBT past questions. All you need to do is click on the link in the description below. It takes you to Myschool website where you can download Myschool mobile app for your Android phones or Myschool software for your computers and laptops. Now let's continue with question 50. Pressure groups are formed mainly to dash. Option A, capture state power. Option B, replace bad government. Option C, compete with the military for power. Option D, satisfy the needs and interest of the members. The answer to this question is option D, to satisfy the needs and interest of the members. Don't forget that pressure groups are groups that influence the government decisions to satisfy their members. Okay, so option D is the correct answer to this question. I believe you enjoyed this content. If so, do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button and tap on the bell notification to get informed as soon as we release the next videos. Question 51. The oppression of the rule of law is abused by the dash. Option A, conspiracy by the 2 hours of the legislature to impeach the president. Option B, inability of the press to discharge its responsibilities. Option C, unfriendly attitude of pressure groups. Option D, existence of administrative tribunals and special immunities. The answer to this question is option D. Please be reminded that rule of law simply means equality of law. So with the existence of administrative tribunals and special immunities or special treatment, this could hinder rule of law. Okay, so option D is the correct answer to this question. Question 52. The citizenship of a country could be acquired through dash. Option A, registration and arbitration. Option B, presidential proclamation. Option C, birth and naturalization. Option D, parliamentary and legislation. The answer to this question is option C, by birth and naturalization. By birth simply means a person can become a citizen where his or her parents resides. Okay, so naturalization, naturally you can become a citizen where you live. Okay, we have other ways you can acquire citizenship. We have birth, naturalization. We also have registration. That is, when you marry someone from another country, you can become a registered citizen. Arbitration is not applicable. We have dual membership. We have several others. Okay, so option C is the correct answer to this question. Question 53. In a democratic government, franchise is given to all dash. Option A, adult citizen. Option B, citizens. Option C, resident adults. Option D, loyal party members. The answer to this question is adult citizen. Now, why is this answer the best answer to this question? Because franchise means the right to vote and be voted for, and that starts from the age of 18. So option A is the correct answer to this question. Question 54. Which of the following led to the introduction of indirect rule in Nigeria by the British? Option A, need for adequate financial resources. Option B, manpower and personnel shortages. Option C, speedy transition to independence. Option D, desire for rapid development. The answer to this question is manpower and personnel shortages. Okay, so what's the meaning of this? Well, first and foremost, the indirect rule was adopted or was introduced in Nigeria by the British because there was lack of adequate British personnel. We also see that there was poor climate and the system was very cheap to manage. There was no adequate fund to manage the British administration, and so they resolved into adopting the indirect rule. So option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 55. Nigeria's membership of the ECOWAS is informed by a desire to dash. Option A, develop a market in the sub-region. Option B, form sub-regional high command. Option B, become a sub-regional power. Option D, promote economic integration. The answer to this question is option D, promote economic integration. Do not forget that ECOWAS stands for Economic Community of West African States, with the purpose to promote economic integration across the West African states. Okay, so ECOWAS has a member of 15 countries, and Nigeria is inclusive, and it was formed or established on the 26th of May 1975. So its purpose is to promote economic integration. Nigeria is informed about its purpose, and so for Nigeria to be involved in ECOWAS, it is simply to also promote economic integration. So option D is the correct answer to this question. Question 56. The first head of government in Nigeria after independence was dash. Option A, Nnamdi Azikiwe. Option B, Ahmadu Bello. Option C, Tafawa Balewa. Option D, Herbert Macaulay. The answer to this question is Tafawa Balewa. Tafawa Balewa has been acting as the prime minister way before independence and all through independence and after independence. So he was prime minister from 1912 to 1966. Okay, so Tafawa Balewa is the first head of government. And do not forget that the prime minister is also the head of state. Okay, so option C is the correct answer to this question. Question 57. One advantage of unwritten constitution is that it's dash. Option A is easy to understand by everybody. Option B safeguards the monarchy. Option C contains customary laws and conventions. Option D is not easily amended. The answer to this question is option A, is easy to understand by everybody. Do not forget that unwritten constitution is the constitution that contains principles or laws that are not codified in a document or not written in a document. So that is what it means, and we know that unwritten constitutions are flexible, they are easy to interpret, they are easy to amend, and we see that option A clearly explains this. So it can be interpreted, it is easy to understand by everyone. So option A is the correct answer to this question. Question 58. Bicameral legislatures are popular in dash. Option A, unitary system. Option B, federal system. Option C, confederal. Option D, rigid system. The answer to this question is option B, federal system. Okay, federal system operates the bicameral legislature, in which bicameral legislature means two legislative house or two legislative chamber. So we have the lower chamber and the upper chamber. For example, Nigeria operates under the federal system, and so therefore it has two legislative house or chambers. We have the House of Rep and House of Senate. So option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 59. The major motivation of British colonization of Nigeria was to dash. Option A, spread religion. Option B, satisfy British economic interest. Option C, westernize Nigerians. Option D, protect Nigeria from external attack. The answer to this question is option B, satisfy British economic interest. So the reason why British came to colonize Nigeria, do not forget that colonize means to dominate a particular territory, is to satisfy their interest in our commerce, our natural resources. Okay, it is not the spread of religion. Okay, so option B is the correct answer to this question. Do you have several questions you would like to ask? You can do this by using the link in the description below. Click on this link, it will take you to the Myschool website. There you can ask many questions as possible, and solutions will be provided to you within a short period of time. Now let's go back to question 60. Which of the following countries make up the Casablanca group? Option A, Liberia, Mali, Egypt. Option B, Tunisia, Morocco, Guinea. Option C, Mali, Algeria, Egypt. Option D. Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Libya. The answer to this question is option C. There are 7 countries making up the Casablanca group. We have Mali, Algeria, Egypt, Libya, Guinea, Ghana, and Morocco. Okay, so option C is the correct answer to this question. Do you have better explanations, steps, or solutions to any of these questions? If so, feel free to use the comment section below. Indicate the question and the solutions you would like to share. Question 61. The body responsible for exercising the functions of local government in the 1976 reform was the dash. Option A, Local Government Commission. Option B, Local Government Council. Option C, Local Government Committee. Option D, Committee of Chairmen and Supervisory Councillors. The answer to this question is option B, Local Government Council. Do not forget that under the 1976 reform, the local government was made the 3rd tier of the federation, and also the reform also established a uniformed local government system. Okay, so option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 62. One feature of the federal system of government is that the center is dash. Option A, superior to the other components. Option B, inferior to the other components. Option C, equal to the other components. Option D, of unlimited jurisdiction. The answer to this question is option A, superior to the other components. So we have the central and other components. As of 1954, we had 2/3 of government. We have the center and other regions, but as of 1976, we had 3. We have the federal, the state, and the local government. So option A is the correct answer. The center is the superior. Question 63. A political manifesto is a document which outlines dash. Option A, a country's development. Option B, a party's program. Option C, the national policy. Option D, an ethnic interest. The answer to this question is option B, a party's program. So a political manifesto is a document that outlines the plans and programs that a political party has. Okay, so option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 64. Public opinion is the view expressed by a dash. Option A, few members of the society. Option B, few articulate members in the society. Option C, majority of the members of a society. Option D, group of individuals in the society. The answer to this question is option C, majority of members of a society. So when we are talking about public opinion, we're talking about the majority. Option C, therefore, is the correct answer to this question. I believe you enjoyed this section. Do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and tap on the bell notification to get informed as soon as we release the next videos.